help the free radical. So that's why you want to make sure your body's high in antioxidants, because free radicals they're always on the hunt. They're always looking to break stuff apart. They're always damaging stuff. But if you can get that extra molecule from the antioxidant to the free radical, that's going to help balance. So vitamin E generally has a molecule to give. Vitamin C has a molecule to give. So this is why you're always looking for antioxidants, because they help to decrease free radical action, and it's going to reduce your ROS, and ROS will lead to inflammation because there's always something scavenging around, bringing things out of balance. So stress. So the hormone cortisol plays a huge role in regulating inflammation, but the problem is that if we're stressed 24/7, it can be psychological, it can be physical, it doesn't matter. But if you are stressed for 24/7, your cortisol might not be available to actually stop and inflammation. So it's super important in regulating inflammation. So cortisol has a role in shutting it down. So the immune response shuts down, the inflammatory response shuts down when cortisol tells it to. But if you're constantly stressed, cortisol isn't going to do that job. So the inflammation then has the opportunity to get out of control, and that's going to lead to uncontrolled inflammation, pain, swelling, and then that prolonged stress alters your tissues, and it can lead to damage that's going to promote the development and progression of many diseases, leading to a chronic disease, be it cancer, Alzheimer's, heart disease. So how to decrease inflammation? So your food choices. Eat foods that naturally decrease inflammation. We're going to talk about them. We can also do an elimination diet to find out what foods disagree with you. So everyone's an individual. Me personally, eggs and gluten, they're not big fans of my digestive system, or my digestive system aren't big fans of them. But there's an elimination diet. You do 10 days, you see how you feel, and it's going to give you a lot of information. But it's all based on symptoms like bloating, constipation, brain fog, aches, pains. So eat a diet that's high in omega-3 or supplement with omega-3. You can use herbs like garlic, turmeric, or curcumin, stress management. So we're going to talk about these. So foods that are going to help to control inflammation. So you want to decrease your white foods, your sugar, your alcohol, and your caffeine. These are like caffeine, it's questionable. But these guys are nutrient devoid, so white flour, white sugar, alcohol, they don't contain a lot of nutrients that we need. Sugar, it's going to lead to the formation of those AGEs, changing the molecule shape, deforming it, and then causing damage wherever it goes. Animal foods, if they're conventionally raised, are going to be higher in omega-3, and we're looking to get that ratio back down. So we're going to look to get higher in omega-3, lower in omega-6. Refined oils, trans fat, and deep fried food. Please be mindful of what fats you're eating when you are eating out, and when you're cooking at home, what oils you're going to use. So foods to help control inflammation. So increase your omega-3 foods. So your oily fish, your flax seeds, your chia seeds, your hemp, walnuts. Eat leafy greens and broccoli foods daily. Keep hydrated. So your urine should never look like apple juice, it should look more like lemonade. And eat naturally occurring fruitful foods that are high in antioxidants. Increase your fiber intake to promote good bacteria. Lifestyle. So you're going to try and balance your blood sugars. You don't want to be on a sugar roller coaster. Learn to manage stress in your life. Sleep should be good quality. You should be looking to get 8 hours of sleep. There's a whole lesson on sleep environment, blue light. Find it. If you can't find it, email us, we'll send it to you. Move your body. You're looking to aim for 10,000 steps a day at least. So foods that will stop your inflammation. So foods to avoid: your grains, your white carbohydrates, refined oils, all sugars, and milk and margarine. Please, no more margarine. It's hydrogenated. Your body doesn't know what to do with it. The form of the fat has changed because it was an oil, and they kick an extra hydrogen in there to change the shape so it can literally be stable structure. Cow's milk can also be very inflammatory, especially casein. So goats and sheep's milk contain a different form of casein, and that is less inflammatory. So you want to look to eat between 10 portions of fruit and vegetables a day. You want to have it at like 1 to 3, so 1 fruit to 3 vegetables. Okay. Again, we're looking for color. We're looking for carnivorous vegetables, so your kale, your spinach, your broccoli, your cabbage. these compounds, they contain a molecule called sulforaphane, and it has strong antioxidant properties. So it's going to help with that ROS, your free radicals, to bring it down. Fruits, you're looking for low sugar, so your apples, your pears, your berries, your stone fruit. Ideally not mango or grapes or pineapple. I'm not saying don't eat them, I'm just saying don't have those as your staple. Dark leafy green veg, broccoli, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, asparagus, mushroom, cauliflower, radishes, onion, garlic. Eat them all. Okay, so turmeric is the compound curcumin. That's where it comes from turmeric, and this has very strong anti-inflammatory properties. You need to eat it though. If you want a food to be a medicine, you need to eat it at least 5 times a week. You can't just take it once on a Monday and think, oh, that's it, that's all I need. You need to eat the foods at least 5 times a week. With curcumin, it's best taken, or turmeric, it's best taken with olive oil and black pepper. It needs a fat, and it needs black pepper, helps absorption. So that's why you want to, cooking with turmeric is fantastic, because you're going to generally use a fat and add black pepper, but it's low dose, so just make sure you're adding enough in. Oily fish. So oily fish needs to be in the diet. If you don't eat oily fish, I would definitely suggest taking a fish oil supplement. So remember, omega-3 dampens down the flames of inflammation, and overconsumption of omega-6 can fuel the inflammatory fire. So supplements that help to lower inflammation. So you got your omega-3, garlic, because it helps to decrease AGEs. It helps to balance blood sugar, like the ROS, again, it takes into account. You're looking to balance that. Protects the heart and blood vessels. So curcumin, as we spoke about, green tea extract is a fantastic antioxidant and helps with AGEs. Magnesium, again, another one that's going to help to reduce inflammation. This is the Dr. Guru drink. So this was from one of my chiropractors, Adonis Marcus. He gave me this. It is amazing. So what you want to do is take a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, ginger, black pepper and cinnamon, and then if you need to sweeten it, you put a bit of raw honey. Personally, I make it into a shot down the hatch with a chaser of water, and I'm good. But the black pepper makes it a little bit rough, but you can make it into a tea. You can dilute in as much water as you like and sip it throughout the day. It's very anti-inflammatory. It helps to balance your blood sugars. It will, though, if you're very sensitive, you'll have skin eruptions or increased bathroom experiences if you start off on that 1 teaspoon a day. So what I do is I take a jar, I put 1/2 cup of turmeric powder, 1/2 cup of ginger, 1/2 cup of black pepper and 1/2 cup of cinnamon in that, shake it up, take out a teaspoon into the water, boil it up, put a little bit of honey if I need to, and it's ready to go. You can just put hot water on top, stir it, leave it for a minute or two. I would suggest, if you are sensitive, going with a 1/4 teaspoon rather than a full teaspoon. So stress management is majorly important when it comes to inflammation. And one of the best ways that I have found to reduce stress in the body is to connect with your nervous system. Your nervous system has 2 functions. You can either fight or flight, or you can rest and digest. So if you're in a stressful situation, you need to run away, it's fight or flight. When you need to relax, rest, recover, you're going to come into your rest and digest state. The only way that we actually really know that we can get into our rest and digest state is using your breath. So if you come lying down on the ground, 1 hand on your stomach, 1 hand on your chest, as you inhale, you want your lower hand on your stomach to rise up, and as you exhale, you want that hand to lower down. Okay, so breathing into the belly, deep into the belly, is what's going to activate that rest and digest state. So lying down, drive the hand up, drive the hand down. So you're going to breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to keep on going. You do that about 10 times, and just shift your thinking, shift your everything's just going to focus on your breath and coming into that relaxed state. So we're going to talk about the elimination diet. So if you have any digestive issues, a lot of stuff going on, if you've got skin rash, anything, headaches, you want to try and figure out if there's anything that you're eating that's causing that problem. So like my friend in the supermarket, where he was eating all these foods that promote inflammation, if he'd ever done an elimination diet, he would have figured out there was more information and things that he could do for his inflammation rather than just putting on a cream. So with your elimination diet, what you're going to do is you're going to try and rest your digestive system. So to do this, you're going to take out the most aggravating foods for 10 days. And hopefully your body will reduce in inflammation. It'll reset your taste buds so you don't crave sugar as much. And it's going to make you aware of the symptoms that you have had and the symptoms that will come back if you reintroduce a food that your body's not liking. So bloating, energy, constipation, headaches, brain fog, these can all be signs of a food that isn't agreeing with you. And hopefully we're going to improve your energy. So for 10 days, take out alcohol, coffee, gluten, wheat, dairy, eggs, soy, sugar, and anything else you might suspect. So for 10 days, take those out. And then after the 10 days, reintroduce, try and keep the alcohol to the last. So you've taken everything out, and then after 10 days, put gluten back into the mix for 48 hours and see how your body is. So you're 10 days in nothing. Your first day back, you're going to have a slice of toast with your breakfast. And then the next day, you're going to have a slice of toast for your breakfast. And you're going to see if there's any symptoms, if there's headaches, constipation, cramps, diarrhea. If there's nothing, then move on to the next food. So then the next day, you can have gluten. You can add an egg. So you can have your toast with your egg. Again, 48 hours. The next day, have another egg with your toast and see how you feel. So it's just you're constantly building those foods back in to see how your body's going to do. We have a full lesson on the elimination diet if you need any lessons on that. We've got a lesson on your deep belly breathing, stress management. We've got a lesson on fat and the importance of fat and the choices you make.